Retro Rat here, coming at you with another pickups video. Today is January 30th, 2016. Today I'm going to be going over a shit ton of stuff. I have probably a month and a half worth of accumulation of awesomeness. In the comments down below, let me know what you guys have been recently picking up. One of the coolest items that I recently picked up is something that my son Jackson is wearing. It is the replica helmet. Say hi, bud. Look at you. He wants to be like Mega Man, even though his name is Link. But it is a giant replica Mega Man helmet. It was a pre-order exclusive from the Capcom store. Very excited to get it. Here is the giant box that came in. I ordered it, I think, June or July, and we just got it just now. First, we're going to go over some stuff that I picked up some local game stores and video game shops. First one is I did a whole bunch of trading in, and with the credit I got Captain Commando's cart. I was hoping to trade this off to somebody, but in the event that the trade falls through, I'm going to be completing that one for my collection because it's a really good beat 'em up. Next is two games I got at the pawn shop. I went there. There really wasn't much to get, and then these two. Well, this one caught my eye. It's called Princess Isabella: The Witch Curse for the DS. Never heard of it. It's not really a good game at all. And the next one, that was $4.99, and this one was also $4.99. Codename Steam, and it was factory sealed. So I definitely wanted to get that because I heard the game was pretty awesome. I did a trade with a local vendor. I brought him a whole bunch of common PS2 and PS1 and all that other fun stuff, and he had this game. I wanted to get a little more for my stuff, but unfortunately I didn't have anything quality, and this is not even in the greatest condition. It's called The Fairy Tale Adventure, and it's pretty beat up, but it's the best thing that he had for the credit I was getting, and I didn't have any cash to go on top to get anything else. Also, I'm not going to be doing the Race to Roleplay or the Dreaming with Retro Rat anymore. It's becoming too much of, I need to save this game for this video, I need to do this, and I'm not getting any responses or any results from the videos, so they're all going to be in this one here. To catch us up with all the current videos that I've already shot, I'm just going to be releasing them every Wednesday until I'm up to date. But it's not going to show you the little counter or anything. Basically, it's just going to be a bunch of, here, this is what I got. I picked this up for $5 at the local game store. X-Men Legends 2. It's an RPG that I needed for my collection. I actually never played either of the X-Men Legends, so I'm actually going to be trying that one out. The next item I got was from GameStop. I was at the GameStop ordering the Pokemon 3DS, the new one that just came out. I was there pre-ordering it, and I said, let me check out the DS stuff. And they had Radiant History. I had the case and manual, which is not that hard to come by, but I had the soundtrack, which is actually really hard to come by. I picked it up midsummer from a person whose son went to Germany and left all of his cases and manuals and a few games that he didn't want. I wound up scooping it all up, and I'm glad to complete that one. Also at GameStop, while I'm in the line, she goes, hey, I held this for you. And it was a Shovel Knight amiibo. She knew that, the coworker knew that I love Shovel Knight because I bought 4 copies of the game. So she held that for me on the day it launched. At my local Target, picking up some normal stuff. And I stopped by the video game section. Of course, I'm going to stop at the video game section. These were $20 a piece, and I figured I have to buy them. I was going to buy all 6, but then I was like, you know what, why don't I just buy 2? And it's Super Mario 2 Galaxy. Bought 2 copies, $20 each. It's about the going rate for the game now, but this game was phenomenal, and I know as soon as the Wii completely gets died down and GameStop no longer carries it, this game will go back up in value, therefore the sealed copies will go back up as well. The next stack of stuff I'm going to show you is going to be eBay pickups. These eBay pickups are ranging from amazing deals to something I had to have for the collection. The first one is this person put up a bunch of empty boxes of manuals. I contacted a couple people I know saying, hey, you're interested in this? This is a really good deal. But there was 2 that caught my eye. One was complete and one was missing just the game. I've been looking for this game forever. It's Dragon Warrior Monsters 2. So this is 100% complete because I have the cart already. I've had the cart for, I think, probably 2 years now. I just knew I had to have that game. And the next one was Brian's Journey Quest. It's a Sunsoft game, and if you actually look really close to this one, it looks like it's the Quest 64 guy. And if anybody knows any information about this, whether this was the original to the Quest for 64, put that in the comments down below. I'd love to know more about this one. He had 15 on the Dragon Warrior box and manual, and he had 30 on this, and this is complete in box, and it's actually in really good condition. I know this cart goes for 20, so I figured complete in box for 30 bucks is actually a phenomenal deal. Next eBay deal, this wasn't a good deal at all. However, I had eBay bucks, so this actually cost me $2.50 out of my own pocket. That's the Thousand Arms Atlas soundtrack. This was a mail-away exclusive with the game, so now that is 100% complete for my collection. The next one, this was a huge steal in my eyes. Just crazy, crazy right time. The guy had a Captain Commando manual, and I lost it by like 30 cents in the last seconds of the auction, which we all know how that goes. But he had this one here. I put my high bin at 95, just because I thought that that was fair for the condition. I'm going to show it to you right now. It's the Wacky Racers box. If you notice right here, some little dirt and residue right there. And on the back is a giant sticker, which I'll be able to get rid of that sticker, no problem. So it was the box. And like I said, my high bid was 95 on this one. It was the registration card, the please read before card, the stacking, and then the rarest piece of the puzzle in my eyes, the poster. My high bid, like I said, was 95. I wound up winning the auction for 63 bucks or $64, which is crazy good for this game. I have a buddy of mine who's going to do a trade for the manual, which I'm going to get the manual for just trading a few extras that I had laying around. So then all I need is the cart, and this is a extremely, extremely hard game to get 100% complete in box, which hopefully I'll be able to have it as soon as I find the cartridge. Next was 2 eBay lots. We got a huge, huge snowstorm about last weekend, actually. I don't even know why I need to think about that. So I'm on eBay doing what I do best and shopping. I bought 2 lots. One lot, actually no, there's three lots here. I bought 3 lots. The first lot was an auction bid. I wound up winning the auction for $67. I'm not going to show you the stuff I'm not keeping. I'm just going to show you the stuff I'm keeping. The first one is box only for Super Ninja Boy. This actually is in terrible condition. This is complete in box, Super R-Type, and the box is not that bad at all considering how bad Super Ninja Boy was. The next one is Total Carnage. Basically, this looks like a ripoff of Contra, but bad graphics and gameplay doesn't look that great. But I definitely, since this is one that looks interesting, I'm going to give it a shot. Next one is box and manual only, and it's Phalanx. In excellent condition. There's not a crease or a dent or a ding in the corners or anything like that. So I'll definitely look to get this one. If you guys don't know, this is a shooter. I don't know how they came up with that crappy title with this guy, but it's an awesome, awesome game. You guys definitely have to check that one out. The next one is no picture, just description. It said Super Nintendo Final Fight 2 in box. 50 bucks, buy it now. Naturally, I'm going to buy that in a heartbeat because I wanted the game. The game retails for around 50 anyway, so I figured I'd roll the dice. Here's what the box looks like. Box in my eyes is a 5, maybe a 6 out of 10. There's no rips, it's just faded and worn. But the cartridge is a perfect condition cartridge. So for 50 bucks, I bought that within seconds. Asked the guy if he had anything else, and he did, and everything was priced way above or close to retail. So I think he just made a mistake on that one. The last eBay lot, this I messaged the guy saying, hey, I saw you had to buy it now. I tried to hit the buy it now button, but somebody already bid and canceled the buy it now option. And he said, don't worry, I'll delete the bid, and then you can buy it now. So I did. The one game I wanted out of the lot was Conker's Bad Fur Day. It is 100% complete in box in excellent condition. Everything else I was going to sell to recover to get all my money back and get Conker's for free. However, I'm going to have to eat 50 bucks and figure out something else I need to sell to get the 50 bucks back, because he had The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, This is the non-holographic, non-collector's edition. If you guys don't know, this is actually harder to get than the limited edition. If you search on eBay right now, Complete Unbox Zelda Majora's Mask, you're going to see 47 listings at the time of me doing this video. Of the 47, only 7 of them are the non-collector's edition. This game is actually not worth more. It's actually worth less, but it's still something cool to, hear about. My brother grabbed me 2 Dreamcast games I needed for my collection, TNN Motorsport Hardcore, and Kiss. The next ones were, these are a whole bunch of trades I did with a whole bunch of people. So put these all right here. First one was actually, guy contacted me saying, "Hey Chris," his name is Gio, "are you still looking for this RPG for your collection?" I said, "Absolutely I am." And he was at this video game store called Two Dudes Gaming. Gio, thank you so much for picking this up for me. They had it severely underpriced. It is 100% mint. It's Digimon World 2. I only need one more RPG to have a full PS1 RPG set. Reason being, the reason why I'm down to 1 is because of Gary. Gary sent him, we did a trade, and I got Kuldika, 100% complete in excellent condition. This was my buddy Jeremy. We did a trade, and as well as he threw in some freebies. This was a freebie. Sega Sports NCAA 2K2 College Football, which I needed for my Dreamcast set. Factory sealed Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. He threw that in as well. And then the main item for the trade that we did was, he was at his local video game store. And actually, I'm even going to show this to you. It was Atlas, title called Lunacy. This is a very uncommon Sega Saturn game. They recently got in a awesome Sega Saturn lot, and all the good games are already gone because he purchased a bunch of them, and then he let me have this one. He was regretting doing it, but we've been such good friends, and we've been going back and forth. Look at the price. I don't know if you see that. It's $100. $100 just for that is perfect. But when you include this, this is the map. Although it's not in the greatest condition, it's got creases. This map is extremely rare, and there's some writing on it right here giving you the answers to the little dungeons and areas. That shoots up the value of the game another 50, 60 bucks all day long. Alright, the next trade I did was with my buddy Aaron. I had a couple small items he needed for his collection, and I picked up the King of Fighters 2000 and King of Fighters 2001. Very uncommon PS2 game. I personally never even knew that this existed, and I grew up on PS2, so very glad to have this. I love the King of Fighters series. Next trade was my buddy Gamer Emporium. He knocked off 2 RPGs off my PS2 list, as well as a survival horror game that was on my list forever. Full Metal Alchemist 2, and this has the anime bonus DVD with it. Next one is Q-On. This is a survival horror game. It's not the greatest game. However, this game is extremely uncommon, and it's getting way up there in price. Speaking about games that are getting up there in price, here goes the last game that we did for the trade. Monster Rancher 4. This game is extremely hard to track down. I actually even thought I owned it a few times, and I was completely wrong until I looked at the manual, because I've never seen that manual before. So thank you, Gamer Emporium, for the awesome trades. Next was a trade that I did with... Come on. I'm drawing a blank to your name, I'm sorry. I had Wind Waker for GameCube that he wanted, and I got Road Rash 3, missing the manual, but luckily for eBay, I scooped up the manual. So now that is complete. And then Grabbed by the Ghouls for the Xbox. This is an Xbox exclusive. I never heard of it, so I wound up grabbing it. It's not that expensive of a title. Alright, I saved the best for last. I know this video is going to run way long. My local contact, he buys a ton of stuff. Where he buys it, where people know he buys it. He buys storage lockers, auctions. He buys everything. He just buys in bulk and then breaks it down because he's got contacts for everything. He had an amazing Sega Saturn, PlayStation 1, Sega CD, and Sega Genesis line. Unfortunately, there was nothing of value on the Sega CD stuff, and he had another guy who was interested in it. He contacted me on everything else. I wound up buying everything from him. even some PS2s and some other good stuff. I'm not showing you that stuff. I'm just showing you the stuff I'm keeping. We're going to start with some PlayStation 1 stuff. That was Shooter Starfighter Haven. Blasto, pretty fun game. This is going to hold in its place until I get the long box version. Johnny a Bazooka Tone. This is 3 Extreme. And Street Racers, just because of the art. I'm going to keep that one. Alright, now we're going to jump into Sega Genesis. We love some Sega Genesis. These are all 100% complete, with the exception of one. RoboCop versus Terminator, I'll let you know about the one. Bruce Lee Dragons. T2, the arcade game. And I can't believe I didn't own these games. Barkley Shut Up and Jam, really fun basketball game. Mercs. Wolverine. Royal Rumble. I spent countless hours playing that one. Superman. Battletoads Double Dragon. Wishes was the Nintendo version. Tournament Fighters. Comic Zone. It does not actually, there's 2 that aren't complete 100%. This doesn't have the bonus soundtrack. Arch Rivals. Super WrestleMania. Garfield. Star Trek. Now we're going to jump into a Nintendo game. WWF Steel Cage. And we're going to jump into Saturn, and we're going to save the last Genesis game for last. NBA Jam Tournament Edition for the Saturn. Bubble Bobble, Rainbow Island. Yes. Battle Arena Toshinden Remix. Iron Man Exo and the Heavy Metal. Ultimate Mortal Kombat, which I only needed the manual for it, but okay. Virtual Cop 2, really busted up case. NBA Jam Extreme, which was a terrible game. Virtual Cop, the big box. This box is in no means in good condition, but I'll take it. And the last game, which I wasn't going to buy it from him because he already had it listed on eBay. He had it listed for right around what the retail version of it goes. But I just, jokingly said to him, hey, you should really give me like a really, really good price on this game. And honestly, he had it listed on eBay for $275. And he told me, you know what, you can have it for $100. And that is the Punisher. It is complete as far as manual, case, and game. It is missing the tattoo and registration card. But this is a very, very, very amazing beat 'em up. Guys, you got to check that one out. Guys, thank you for sticking with me for all the way through the end. Don't forget to leave the comment down below. Let me know what you recently got, and have a great day.